Okay, the complaint of this tool is that the barrel falls out and that it is also sticky. So we're going to take a quick look at it. We'll start with checking to make sure that the tool is not loaded. We'll look inside here. There are no strips sticking out. There's no parcel strip in there. And we'll look inside the barrel. There's no pin inside the barrel. And we've just seen what they mean by the barrel is falling out. Doesn't affect the way that it works generally, but it is a nuisance. Okay, we'll take a quick look at it. Use a screwdriver to pry the annular spring over the piston stop. Remove the piston stop. This one came out easy. That's always good. Then we'll pull out the barrel. Okay, the damage to the shear clip right here. This must be what they're talking about, causing the tool to stick. So we use our screwdriver to push that off. That's why you have your safety goggles handy, or on your face really. And we can clearly see that there is damage to that shear clip. This is normal. It's going to do that. The shear clip is the weakest link in the chain. Okay, so now we're going to look at the parts inside. We'll separate the two. We'll start with our barrel and piston first. Using a tool, in this case I have an Allen wrench, we push the piston out and it hangs up right there. So, we'll have to get that stuck. There we go. So I'm going to say that we're going to replace that piston, although there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it. That piston ring is hanging up inside that barrel for some reason. So we're just going to replace it and get that out of here. Second step is to look at our base plate. And notice and see how freely that fell out. That's real good. They do sometimes hook up in here, in which case you're going to have damage in here, or this is going to mushroom out from being hit with the piston. So now it's time to start cleaning. Alright, we're going to take our lubricant and our rag and some brushes here. And we will start with the barrel. Let's get that thing out of here. And what we'll do is we'll spray it down ever so lightly. We don't want to just hose it down with WD-40. Then we'll brush out the barrel. We'll also clean off the outside. Make sure that there's no carbon buildup whatsoever. And we will also clean the chamber. Get all that carbon buildup there. We'll wipe off any excess that we have. We don't want to have an excess of fluid on the parts. We'll move on to the base plate and the nose piece. Again, we will spray it down. We'll just go ahead and spray them both down. We'll brush out our base plate. A little wire brush action going here too. We do want to inspect this area for damage because we had a damaged shear clip and that could cause things to hang up even more, further problems down the road. We'll wire off our nose piece. Make sure that we got all obstructions out. Now, we will be ready for reassemble. So now we'll grab our barrel. We'll insert a piston. Notice that this piston ring has a gap here. We're going to insert that opposite of the gap in the barrel. And then we'll take our nose piece, drop it into our base plate, and then line these two grooves up. There's also a spot here that keeps them lined. And then we're going to apply our shear clip. Get it caught on one side. There we go. Push it down. Sometimes it takes a little effort. Smack it down there, and there we go. So now we're ready to insert in the tool. As you remember, the barrel is falling out. We'll show you why right now. On the opposite side of the spring is what's known as a T-tip bearing. Inside that hole is a ball bearing that's missing. 6mm ball bearing goes inside that hole, and then we close that off. So we want to be careful whenever we're spinning that annular ring that we don't lose that ball bearing. So now we have the slot in the receiver and the barrel. We're going to line them both up. I'm going to have to push this back a little bit, put our piston stop in. Then we have our piston stop. It does show a little wear right here, right on the very end. It's been hit. This is okay. We can tap that down a little bit if we have to, but in this case, I'm just going to stick it in there. So we spin our annular ring back on. Look at that. Nice and tight now. Barrel don't fall out. Check again to see if it's loaded. Then we do dry fire. I think we're ready to take it out and shoot it.